Thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel. So right now, my Fidelity brokerage account, this is the cash balance, the $18,206. And if you've been following me since around May, you may or may not know that I borrowed $6,500. I took out a personal loan from my local credit union. So $6,500 of this is what I call other people's money. And as far as other people's money is concerned, Fidelity, I'm also using margin. So you can see this net debit right here, this $8,800. Well, that's the margin I'm using with Fidelity. So $8,800 of other people's money as well, with the total value of all my positions at just over $27,000. So if you add up my personal loan along with the margin, I'm using $15,300 of other people's money to try and generate monthly income, dividend income. But let's go ahead and take a look at how I'm doing with the personal loan I took out, that $6,500. And so again, back in May of this year, you can see the loan approval right there. The $6,500 is just a personal loan, 60 months or 5 years at 10.39%. And this is the status of that loan 4 months later. You can see my total amount due each month, and I have to pay it by the 25th of each month, is just under $140, $139.56. You can see the interest rate again at 10.39. You can see interest paid year to date. And my current payoff right now is at $48.72 with a principal balance of $4,860. Now I've made 4 payments or 4 monthly payments to this account. And if we look at my Credit Karma, where this account is being reported to, you can see the balance right there, the top right, the $48.61. I've already paid off 25% of this loan. If you look at the top left, the overview, again, you can see the monthly payment, $139, just opened 4 months ago. And then you can see my payment history towards the left. So $140 a month. I've already paid it down 25%. If you do the math, if I keep it going that way, I'll have it paid off within a year. It's probably going to be a little longer than that because now I'm using my extra money to do more investing. So I can absorb the $140 a month. It's not crucial to me, that extra $140. And plus, if you've been following me, I don't use any of my my day job income or my wife's day job income to make a payment to this loan. This loan is being totally paid off by other passive income that I receive, but mainly from the monies I receive from my YouTube channel. So I'm able to do this without it affecting any of my budget, so to speak. All right, let me give you a quick overview of my taxes, my tax strategy, at least for my Fidelity brokerage account. If we look at the total dividends so far that I've received, by the end of October, I should receive around $3,000. And by the end of this year, for my Fidelity brokerage account, I'm thinking, maybe probably just a little bit over $5,000 of total dividend income. 5,000, 20% would be at least $1,000. So what's 30%, 1,500 or close to that. So this is how much I've set aside, but I don't use my Fidelity account or withdraw from it to fund my taxes, at least for this year. And jumping to a screenshot of the account that I've set up just for taxes for this brokerage account, right now there's almost $900 I have set aside. And again, I'm using passive income from other sources. A lot of it is from my YouTube channel, cashback from credit cards. I have Amazon affiliate. So I use a percentage of that and I just stack it all in this taxes account. So almost $900 right now. I'm thinking $300 more for October, November, and December. So times 2. So I should have $1,800 in this account by the end of the year. With that $5,000, that should be more than enough to cover the taxes for Fidelity brokerage and for the other passive incomes that I have. And just a little full disclosure from my YouTube channel, you can see right here it gives you the past 6 months of what a small YouTube channel can make, and it's not that much. But for example, I got paid on September 21st at $518. What I did is I took $200 and I paid off $200 of that personal loan, and I stuck $300 into the tax account. So basically, this YouTube channel is paying off the personal loan and funding my taxes for the Fidelity brokerage account. But starting in 2025, I just might take out 30% from the Fidelity brokerage account to set it aside for taxes, so I don't have to do that from my YouTube channel account money. But we'll see what 2025 brings. But that's the plan so far, to pull money from my YouTube channel to pay off the personal loan and to do the taxes. And then starting in 2025, I'll still use the YouTube channel to help pay off the personal loan, but then I'll grab the taxes from the Fidelity dividends. All right, let's talk about margin. How much does it cost for me to borrow money on margin from Fidelity? Here's the breakdown of what I'm starting. Now remember, I am a new investor, very new to all this, just 6 months in. But let's go ahead and look at September. Hopefully you can see my cursor. Dividends, I made $712. That cost me $64. So $712 minus the 64, and then I'll let you just look for yourselves what I've done the previous month. Now I have up to my margin for October. I am guesstimating about $90 of margin. I anticipated making anywhere from about $1,100 to $1,300 of dividends this October. So let's just make it easy. If I get paid $1,200 in October, it's going to cost me approximately $100. So is the margin worth it in this case? For me, it is. I do have an open Robinhood account, so I'm still seriously considering transferring this Fidelity brokerage to the Robinhood to take advantage of the lower interest rate. Because right now, Fidelity is just crazy high. It is what it is. This is what happens when you're brand new and you just don't know anything about it. You kind of pick a brokerage account that you're familiar with, and that's why I went for Fidelity. But anyway, I digress. You can see for the year of 2024, I paid $186 of margin interest with a total dividend payout of $2,107. And I just want to sneak this in. Same thing, but just the past month, the market has been really good to my portfolio. You can see the market change the last 2 months, very positive, along with the dividends. You add it all up, total deposit, the whole thing, I'm up $1,534. And that reflects what's been going on for the past 30 days or so. All right, now let's do a quick review of my portfolio for all the new people who may be watching this video and haven't seen me in the past. Very consolidated portfolio, just by positions. I got 2 positions from the Yield Max funds and then 3 positions from the Roundhill funds. What we're looking at here is a screenshot of what happened on Friday. Friday was a really good day for my portfolio, but you can see MSTY, or what I call Misty, was up just huge. It was like up $1.71, and that balance went up $547. But you can see all 5 positions here were green. And if you're looking at Fidelity, this BP means buying power. I still have about $11,000 of margin available if I choose to buy anything else. And with this screenshot, what we're looking at is the current total dollar value of each position. AMSI is my core position with $500. MSTY, or Misty, it's a newer position that I just created over the past 30 days. What I'm really excited about are these weekly pairs, especially the QDTE and the XDTE. My plan is to use the dividends from the AMSI and Misty positions and just build these Roundhill positions every month to keep pumping that up. So over time, these weekly pairs will pay out a good amount of dividends, which I'm looking forward to. All right, and then with this screenshot, this is the total gain or loss since I've owned each position. AMSI, my core position, is down $1,200. MSTY is up almost $1,000. And then you can see the Roundhill funds, especially the Q and the X, they're still positive even after paying out dividends, from which I've owned these funds for the past 10 weeks or so. So good news on those Roundhill funds, at least in my portfolio. And then again, here's the same thing, but just in percentages. AMSI down 11%, MSTY up double digits at 13%. And you can see the QDTE, the XDTE, they're still in the green, even though they've been paying nice dividends since I've owned them. And now just a quick look at each position. This was end of business of October 4th, 2024, Friday. My AMC position, my largest position, 500 shares with an average cost of $21.84. It was up 39 cents on Friday and finished at $19.43. The MSTY position, I now own 320 shares, an average cost of $23.32. Went up $1.71 on Friday, which is just awesome, and finished at $26.39. Again, almost up $1,000 since I've owned this position. Now to the Roundtail funds, the QDTE. I have 146 shares at a $41.95 average cost. Up Friday 46 cents, finishing at $42.56. RDTE, very small positions, just started a little bit over 2 shares, but up 63 cents. Finished at $44.14. And my total gain or loss, I'm still under $1. Again, just started this one. And then my final position, the XDTE, own almost 50 shares, total value of $2,500. Had a great day yesterday, up 49 cents, finished at $52.55, and the total gain or loss at $76. And if we jump back to this screenshot of the total dollar value for each position, and if we add those all up, you get $27,030. This net debit up here, again, that's how much margin I'm using, $8,824. So if I were to liquidate those 5 positions, Fidelity would get their $8,800 back. This is what I'd be left with, $18,206. And I owe about $4,800 to that personal loan. So if that would have happened, I would pay that off. So that's about $5,000. Then I'd be left with $13,000, which is basically what I started with. Folks, thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.